Hello, welcome to Draves Archery, dravesarchery.com. We're real excited about the new 2012 Mathews Heli-m. I've not got a chance yet to shoot it. I haven't even put a D-loop on it yet. I've been kind of busy in the store today. So now we're getting some time here, and I'm going to make this happen. First of all, I'm going to get a D-loop put on it. This bow is only 3.5 pounds and shooting speeds up to 332 feet per second. Now that speed is achieved by, they call it IBO. It's an old rule, kind of. It's achieved by or measured at a 30-inch draw length and 350 grain arrow at 70 pounds. So that's not your typical hunting setup, but that is where it's measured at. They also had a measurement called AMO, which you don't see very much anymore, and it was I think it was a lot. I know it was a lot heavier arrow on like 60 pounds. Now, what you see here is I got the one knot facing away and one knot facing at me. Reason being is because naturally you roll your hand normally towards your face, and that gives it an even pull off both sides of the string, and whatever your string comes out of, your knot should come out of as well. So your string comes out, your knot comes out, and it should look exactly like that. Now I don't have it pulled tight yet. It does look small, but we'll set that when I set the arrow rest. So I got a Ultra SHDX here. It's made by Quality Archery Designs. It's a good arrow rest. It's easy to tune, and I've not yet measured it, but it looks like they may have possibly allowed for a little bit more cutout in this riser. So that bolts on nice and tight. This is offered in many different colors besides green, of course. And yeah, I think our riser shelf got significantly larger. Actually I'm going to grab a Z7 Extreme and I'm going to measure that just to prove to myself that that is correct. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot more cut out. If anybody ever ran into problems with their broadheads hitting, I don't know exactly what the measurement difference is. We'll be able to tell, but this shelf is much larger and deeper. If you guys are shooting like ram cap broadheads or trying to shoot a striker magnum 1.5 cut, you're going to have a lot better luck getting this guy to shoot than in clearance than what you were on your Z7 Extreme or any of your older Mathews for that matter. And I've been asking them for a few years to make that shelf bigger, and I just put this Ultra Rest on here. It struck my eye earlier. I put this Ultra Rest on here, and yes, it is larger. Okay, what they did is, if you do put your Ultra Rest on here on the Z7 Extremes and so on, they pretty much filled this whole deal. This is quite a bit thicker. The old riser only came to about right on the back side of this Heli-m part, so they beefed this up a little bit more to enable that larger shelf, which I think's great. I mean, the more clearance the better. Look bigger. We measured it and it is quite a bit bigger, so that's great news. Go ahead and tie this down cable on. I tie these cables, I don't put them through the cable because you are going to need to probably put some twists in your cable as your cable stretches. So when you put twists in your cable and your strings through the cable, then you got a mess. So I tie them on, use the same knot as I use on a D-loop, and obviously it will not go anywhere. It will butt up and hit the serving if you pull it tight, and that will be the end of it. I'm not saying that's set, I don't have to do that yet, but it is tied on there. And they also make those arrow resting camo in red and pink and several other colors. I'm going to go ahead and slide on the kisser button. This is actually the Comfort Kiss kisser button. It's actually my design. I got a patent on it, and it is, I put a curve on it so it slides out of your lip a lot easier, and it won't bite you like the traditional flat ones do. If you're shooting with a kisser button, or maybe quit shooting with a kisser button because it was a pain in the lip, I've fixed that and addressed that issue in the industry. And as the bows got shorter over the years, everything evolved pretty much but the kisser button world. And I'm just going to get that on there snug for starters. And so I finally stepped up and evolved the kisser button world. I do not shoot a peep sight. I hunt pretty late, and so I stay away from the peep sight. Some people like a wrist sling. I think they're a great thing. I don't shoot one. I'm not going to put one on here. But what I am going to put on here is something that we sell a lot of on our website. All these accessories you can buy on our website. I cannot sell you guys a Mathews bow, unfortunately, unless you're a soldier in Afghanistan or Iraq. We do have clearance to ship bows to you soldiers over there. And if any of you guys are watching my video, thank you very much. I appreciate what you're doing and for servicing our country. A couple things I really like about a knuckle. The main thing I like about a knuckle is that it makes a great carrying handle to get out to the woods. You guys are going to see that here in action. Just need a big set of Allen wrenches, which they can be purchased on our website as well, dravesarchery.com, and a crescent wrench to hold it tight. Now, I'm going to put on the Axion Gridlock stabilizer because it matches. It is probably the heaviest accessory I'll be putting on, and mainly because of the harmonic stabilizer in the end of it. Now, this is not only a knuckle, this is also a quick disconnect where you can fold it up or you can just take it off really fast. It's got a hole in the bottom of it where you can turn it the other way and just pop it right off. Okay, so now we're walking to the woods. We've got a great carrying handle. Still shoot over top of this 5-inch Axion, and works great. Flips down. Great product, guys. 12 bucks. Buy them off our website. We'll ship them to you. Get a kisser button along with it. Let's put a sight on here. This bow is 332 feet a second. It's pretty fast. I'm not sure if it's quite fast enough to do a single pin is needed, like some of them, like the Monster and so on and forth. So what I'm putting on here is Vital Gear. They make these in a 3-pin, a 4-pin, and a 5-pin. They got them in Lost Camo. It's a great sight. I like this sight a lot for a fixed pin sight. Don't hide as much of your target. All the pins come up at an angle. It's got micro adjust right and left, and individually micro adjust each pin up and down, which we achieve that by loosening here and screwing the screws there. And this whole ring will move up and down. It's also got a protector pin in the back so your sticks don't come in. You get out in your stand, likely you're going to have all 3 of your pins still on there. Not only that, there's 2.5 feet of fiber per pin wrapped around, which is why they're so bright. Lights are unlikely needed, but possible. You can get a light for it. And then they put glow-in-the-dark tape underneath. You can see this cream-colored tape underneath fiber, so you can charge that up with your cell phone if you need to get a little bit of extra brightness. So we're going to put this guy on there. This is also going to help with this cutout and this shelf, I believe, guys. This is going to give you a lot bigger field of view in your sights. If you thought your pins were too close to your riser, this new cutout on the bow is, I think, going to significantly increase that. So help get your sights out there a little bit further. These come in down. I haven't shot it yet down, but I don't like it. I'm going to, and they're not very tight neither, so that one was. We're going to try to go up. Okay, so we got the rest on, we got the stabilizer on. Of course, we put a nice knuckle on it for a great carrying handle, and the Ultra S complete drop away HDX. We got a really nice sight on here, super tough, all machined aluminum, wrap fiber sight with glow-in-the-dark tape. Of course, we got the greatest kisser button made, the Comfort Kiss. That was my design, my kisser button, and we got a perfectly tied D-loop on here. Pretty much ready to go shoot it. I haven't set the down cable yet. I did pretty much get center shot, eyeballed it up. I'll finish the rest of it in the paper tuner. And let's put a quiver on here, guys. We got such a lightweight bow, let's not weight it down with a heavy quiver. And let's put on a carbon quiver. Here we go. And we're probably not going to take this thing off. This is a AXT carbon quiver. It's super lightweight. It does come with a detach. We can put a bracket on here and then detach it, but the bracket's kind of heavy, and I'm just going to put on the system. Super lightweight quiver for the Extreme Archer. It's going to be lighter than the arrows that you put in it. So let's take a G5 quiver bracket. You guys can put this on your Hoyt or whatever bow you want. Now the Mathews quiver, if you put it on, this is where your top quiver piece would go if you're running a Mathews 2-piece quiver. And down here, you'll see these two little dots in the riser. And that's your hole where they marked it to where your other quiver piece would go. Okay, so I got the quiver on. I had to go run across the hardware store and get a new bolt. I'm going to get the right link bolts so I'll have them in stock. I sell a lot of these brackets, and as you can see how close our quiver is to our bow. Now this is a carbon quiver. We got a lot of quivers in stock. The tight spot quiver is a great quiver on here as well. It'll lay right in here with this bracket. But even no matter what quiver you run, I really like this bracket because it allows you to get your arrow super close to your bow. So we're not getting that side weight, and we're getting it off the sight. You can see how close it is. So this bracket goes up. Any quiver amount on this, we can kick them at an angle, which is nice too with this G5 bracket. We sell a lot of these brackets, and all I got to do is set this down cable, and we're going to go shoot it. So I'm real excited about it. You know, they did a lot of things to get some weight off of the bow, which is needed. Really wish they would do the same thing with the monsters or the MRs. But hey, we're right there. Let's go shoot it, tune it, group it, put it through the test. I'm gonna bring hopefully we can check the speed on it if I can find my chronograph, and we'll check it out. But we got this guy set up super nice. The HCX Ultra Rest on here, Axion stabilizer with the knuckle. I turned the string stop up. I like this new string stop. It's a lot lighter than their old one, and I think it looks cool. This will probably give a little bit more if we watch it in slow motion, which means that it'll help reduce some more of the shock intake. This thing's simple. I think it's going to be a better deal. Definitely lighter. And they just trimmed a lot of fat out of the riser. You can see there's a lot more holes in here. The cutout I'm super excited about, and just the speed and everything of this bow. The physical weight, I mean, it don't weigh very much at all, and it looks great. I think it's going to perform. They say it's the smoothest, quietest, best engineered bow ever, and I'm finally going to get to shoot it. So stay tuned, watch my video, and we're going to shoot it and tune it. And check us out at dravesarchery.com.